every single person that's made a time and the effort to either like, share or comment. Let me look and find the camera. So as I said in the previous video, my name is Jonathan and I believe in the hashtag that says let today, vandag, nie môre nie, but today, enjoy you. Now just a quick one. At the end of the previous video, and just to give people background that haven't been able to listen or tune in, it sounds like TV, eh? But nonetheless, it's basically been an opportunity for me to really get behind the camera, sit down with no distractions and say, hey, my colleagues, my friends, family are asking, Jonathan, what do you do? And my foundation will always be a skills development facilitator. Yes, I'm involved with public speaking. Yes, I'm involved with workshops and that kind of thing. But ultimately, my foundation for all of these things is to be able to let someone increase their value, become relevant, and be able to attract, whether it is a partnership, whether it is employment. Okay, and skills development is rather a very important topic in this day and age, because it's not just whether or not you have accredited skills or whether you have a funded or non-funded skill. The question is, have you found your industry? Have you found your career path? And are you upskilling according to who you are in the future, not so much who you were in the past? A weird one, but that was a good one. So now what I'm currently doing is that I predominantly work with Services SETA because they fulfill a services orientated sector. Now they're responsible for 6 chambers in the economy, in the marketplace, and I dabble, from real estate, hygiene, marketing, communications, business administration, consulting, advising, all these chambers, right? And what we do is they have about 14 interventions. They do have 14 interventions. They go from learnership, they roll over into what they call RPL, which is recognized as prior learning. They roll it over then into what they call internships. Then they roll over into candidacy programs, skills programs. It's quite a vast list. I predominantly focus on the learnership specifically for unemployed youth, and I also focus on what they call internships for people that have completed, whether it's an NCLEX level 4, 3, 2, 5, 6, whether you come from a university, tertiary institution, or whether you come from the TVET institution. And so now the funded interventions are as follows. You do an application, and the application then is verified. You get a month to do it. You have to wait 90 days, listen to that, with Services SETA, 90 days before they can get back to you and ask to say, let you know, have you been successful or not, okay? Secondly, once they give you communicate that, listen, your entity has now been found compliant, you can now roll over to the second part of the rollout of the project. And it evolves and it continues to do that. Now, this is where the conundrum is, this is where the confusion comes, is that how do I fit in the picture, right? I'm basically facilitating. So whether you are in the employed, whether you're the unemployed, I facilitate that skills development process. My core responsibility is to give you one more skill, and which allows you an opportunity to change your life. Now, if you're employed, my advice to you is study something that's within line or aligned to the job that you currently have, right? It's a huge insult to any employer that you go study psychology, but you're currently working as a financial bookkeeper. You understand? So remember to be relevant in that context. And for the unemployed person, the biggest struggle with this part of the market is that they are hungry, but they're not available. They're willing, but they are unavailable. It's a weird dynamic that the young person finds himself in, and so we're trying to close that gap between. Hence, it's important for us to continuously offer job readiness training. Now, what we do in schools is we don't only come in to motivate them and give them career guidance, we actually prepare them for the job market. So we want to be able to prepare them better for any, whether they're going to a tertiary institution, but predominantly the person that is the majority of the market which is unable to get into university. We spoke to people from UJ and they get close to, I think, 12,000 applications. And I mean, it was a ridiculous amount of people. I cannot remember the figures, but only a narrow, small amount is able to get in. And so this, my friends, this is skills development facilitation for you. We predominantly focus on occupational related studies within the service sector, and that's how we can work together. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're an SMME and you're saying, Jonathan, I am currently struggling with manpower, we can look at ways of attracting some interns to be a part of your entity. And then if you're an unemployed person, Jonathan, I also need some assistance. Let's get your name onto our database, and we can then begin to work with you, whether it's on an individual basis or whether it's in a group basis, how we can better prepare you. If needs be, we'll take you on a camp. If needs be, we'll send you on different workshops. But it's all about getting you better prepared for the marketplace. So this is a joy for us. When I say refer to us, there's quite a few stakeholders that I work with, and we're just really excited. But the main thing is to remember this one thing, and somebody told me, patience is the breakfast of champions. And listen, I don't only say it to you, but I'll also say it to myself. That's all from me from today, or for today. I look forward to hearing from you. Please hit me up with your comments, your shares, your likes, and let's continue the conversation of how we can effectively facilitate skills development in this day and age. My name is Jonathan, and I still believe in the hashtag.